2 designers, a rock star, and 1 master of merch. I'm Tefi Pessoa, and this is MTV's Merch Masters, the badass rock and roll competition show, where 2 designers go head to head to create an original, must-have piece of merch
I'm pretty stressed about time.
that every true stan will need to own. So let's meet our designers.
Hey.
Today we have Randy, an architect and graphic designer, sick, and Anthony, a fashion designer and student at FIT. They rejected me. How excited are you today?
Really excited.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
cool. That's good to hear. Today you'll be designing merch for an artist whose career has taken him from hip hop to punk rock and everything in between. Today's artist is Machine Gun Kelly. With personal style that moves from underground clubs to glitzy red carpets, designing for MGK's merch table is not gonna be easy.
He's gonna be fun to design for. Definitely a style icon. I'm so excited I'm making a piece for MGK. He doesn't silo himself into one genre, and I absolutely love that mindset.
Even though I'm an absolute expert on MGK and Megan Fox's love language, judging this solo just wouldn't be any fun. So I brought in some ringers from the fashion and music world to help determine a winner. We have the wonderful Deshelle McKillian, the founder and creative director of Galleria LA, and a true champion of sustainability and fashion. And rounding out our panel, we have the incredible Amy Pham, actress, host, model, DJ, all of the things. She's good at everything. Deal with it. Here's how it's gonna work. You'll have 2.5 hours and access to anything in our design pantry to create an original piece of merch for MGK. The judges and I will then decide which one of you will walk away with the title and honor of being Merch Master. Oh, and of course, a $1,000 cash prize.
Sounds
Yeah.
great. Tefi, you can just write me that check right now because I have this in the bag.
To keep things interesting, each of your designs must also include a secret design material. Today's secret design material has become synonymous with rock fashion, appearing on belts, guitar straps, jackets, shoes, dog collars, lips, eyebrows, rings, anything you can imagine. What do you think it is? Wrong. Okay, are you ready? It's metal.
Really excited finding out that silver hardware is the secret material. I instantly saw them and I have a few ideas already.
What are your thoughts right now, Anthony? What's going through your mind?
I'm just looking at how shiny everything is.
Everything is really shiny.
Yeah, you open it, it was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Treasure chest.
Are you feeling inspired, Randy?
I am.
Are you ready to make it merch?
Yes.
Woo! That's good, because your challenge starts right now. Madness, please, it's a mosh pit. No. MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. How are you guys feeling?
He has like such a hard rock, punk rock vibe. How are they gonna like encapsulate that?
Yeah. Figure out my design here. I'm Randy. I'm an architect and designer from DC. I recently started my own art company where I do custom apparel like shoes and jackets for local brands in DC. I would describe my design style as bold, unexpected, and eclectic. MGK is not a stereotypical rocker guy. He's got a lot of other elements going on in his fashion. MGK is the ultimate fashion icon. Super clean and refined with his style, but edgy and punk at the same time. I think I'm gonna make a combat boot. I'm planning on making an MGK-inspired combat boot. It's really representative of like punk fashion, rock fashion. Maybe could incorporate like some pearls. He's like all about pink. So this would be like solid pink. Gonna add some chains, some graffiti graphics, everything MGK that you can think of. I really want to create a pair of shoes that I feel like he would wear himself.
The combat boot, like the pink combat boot.
I think she's right on brand.
Yeah, Randy's definitely on brand, and everybody knows pink is the best color.
Pink will definitely pop.
I think I have an idea. I'm Anthony Cruz, and I'm an experimental and conceptual fashion designer. Right now, I'm a student at FIT. I like to think my design aesthetic is based on my ideology of not being stuck in the past, but still moving forward. I've always loved Machine Gun Kelly's name. I'm excited to make merch for MGK. I'm a big fan, and I think that I can make something that can relate between him and his fans. Kind of being inspired by his name, thinking some kind of a bubble vest inspired by a gun holster to hold to his Machine Gun Kelly-ness. I'm gonna make a black studded puffer vest. I'm gonna use the secret material as an embellishment. Maybe some of the D-rings, the studs, and then finish it off with painted graphics. Time giving, I could paint maybe one of his tattoos on there. It's not a man's piece or a woman's piece. It's kind of just like a non-binary piece.
You know, MGK does like embody like that feminine side of himself, but it's also like met with punk rock.
Yeah, the fact that he's sensitive but also rock and roll. It's a lot to cover.
Just gotta tape this off. I'm using the painter's tape to block off the area that I want to paint. I think I'm gonna go with a lighter pink. You can't have an MGK design without pink. The paint's going on pretty smoothly. The only challenge here is that the leather's not really like a matte finish. It's a little glossier.
I wish we had like a brighter pink.
You would think hot pink, in your face pink.
Like pink, you know?
First coat is done, and now I need to blow dry that coat so I can add the next coat. Okay. Hey guys, so the idea here is keeping this portion pink and then using the chains to kind of add that punk rock.
What about like the spikes?
They are maybe not right for my design right now. So I want to add like pearls to it and like diamonds.
I would like to see a little bit more metal incorporated. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Get your gears moving. Get it, metal. Okay.
I want to be thoughtful about where the chains are placed on the shoe so that it balances out the full design.
I feel like she's keeping it safe too. Because we asked her about the studs and she was like, whoa, like it might be too much for my design.
And who says
And I'm like, for merch, it's like the more, the better.
This is the side of the vest. The first thing I need to do is cut out the fabric so that way I can place everything and sew it all together. This shape is like propped in the back and it's gonna come down. You can put your hands in the pocket.
Hey, Anthony, what you got going on over there?
I'm gonna do like a vest but inspired by a gun holster, kind of more in like the punk direction.
Very interesting. Appreciate that he's creating something from scratch.
If you can get the patterns down, sew it together, clean, nice.
He's got it. He's got it.
I haven't used this machine in so long, so I'm just going through the memory bank to see if I could just ride this bicycle again. The sewing machine definitely slowed me down a bit. Oh my goodness, I'm having issues. It's been so long. Here we are. Okay, there it is. Finally got the machine up and running. Getting busy now. Oh no. I'm thinking everything is going great, and then I realized that I actually stitched one of the front pieces of the vest on the wrong side. Two rights. I was supposed to sew this side like this, so that way it comes together as a vest. My original plan was to go with a clean seamed garment, but because this has happened on the spot, I'm gonna just do open seams, some reverse aspects. I've been improvising and now it's like improvising times Superman. It's a little bit more asymmetrical now because that's life. We're fixing it. And I think I'm just gonna go for a deconstructed look and hope for the best. Ooh.
MGK is like taking his style up a notch.
His style is clean.
So a deconstructed look could have felt like something else to give it like that vibe instead of the like puffy inside spilling out. There is a difference between deconstructed and unfinished. Is it falling apart or is this like the look, you know?
Right.
Or is it genius?
All right, 1 hour left.
I think before I start putting the metal on, I want to customize this tag to have some kind of MGK logo. I'm gonna add this motel keychain tag to the side of the boot. It's that contemporary punk look. I can add an image here, the machine will cut it, and then I can use it to kind of paint something that's like really part of MGK's brand onto this tag. His Anarchy tattoo is the perfect thing to drive home the branding. How's it going over there?
I'm just kind of freestyling now.
Yeah.
We're challenging ourselves today.
Yeah.
I'm not really where I want to be.
is he doing? Is it that I don't get it? Yeah.
Oh.
Anthony.
Hello.
Okay, so update me.
I'm just gonna play it cool. MGK is kind of a fashionista. And so going for like kind of like a deconstructed look for like how he kind of deconstructed the path from like hip hop to rock and kind of revamped it. It's kind of more symbolic, so here we are. I think they were feeling it.
You should work in sales. Pretty good.
Well,
What do you have left to do?
a few more studs and paint.
You think you have enough time?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I might be lying.
Get to it, Anthony.
This is it, for sure, hopefully.
Guys, 30 minutes left.
I just need to like measure how long I want the chain to be. Right now I'm layering chains and pearls to add a drape detail to the side of the shoe. He's always wearing chains, he's always wearing pearls. It's always the accent on every outfit that he wears. So I think the design needs one more metal accent, so I'm using these diamond beads on metal rings to add accents to the shoelaces. I feel pretty confident about how much metal I've incorporated into this.
So it looks like Randy's using some chain. I guess the question is it edgy enough to be MGK?
No.
I want a little bit more.
I'm also gonna add the lyrics to Emo Girl to the back of the shoe. I think it's a great way to kind of tie together the whole design. It's also a very telling title and kind of goes in line with the look of these shoes.
15 minutes left.
Okay. Time is literally slipping through my hands. I'm just going to stick with my guns. Right now, I'm gonna strategically put some studs in some areas, randomize some of the placement. Kind of went a bit expressionistic. I'm adding D-rings to the back in a gradual way, kind of doing like a gradient with the D-ring, like an anarchy feel. Finishing up with these studs, and I think it's time to paint. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I'm gonna do some paint splatter for more like a playful kind of vibe. Yeah, that's fine.
10 minutes, guys.
Definitely want to add Machine Gun Kelly's initials somewhere. Winning Merch Masters would be super validating for me in terms of everything I'm trying to build with my company. But I also would really love to win for my family, who's been my biggest supporter through all of my art endeavors.
Anthony, how are we feeling?
I'm great. I'm good. Over here making a mess. MGK has an anarchy symbol tatted on his stomach, so that's going on the vest. I want to win because I just want to be a merch master. I think it'll be cool.
How are we feeling last minute?
Fantastic.
Okay. I'm very stressed. I feel like my blood pressure is high.
Are you checking the pulse?
I'm really just kind of cleaning up. I've really gotten all the key elements that I wanted to get onto the shoe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Time is up. We can't wait to see your designs up close. So I'll see you at the merch table. Let's go. Hi.
I'm really proud of the way the design came out, so I'm really excited to hear what the judges have to say.
I'm happy for what I was able to do, considering the circumstances. Hopefully the judges feel the same.
Listen, I've been doing this for a long time, at least 48 hours now, and these designs are punk as hell, and you left everything on the design floor. Okay, Randy, can you tell me a little bit about what you made here today?
So I made an MGK-inspired combat boot that feature lyrics, his signature, his tattoos, bling, chains, metal, everything under the sun that I think of when I think of MGK.
I'm gonna say the nicest thing I've ever said to anybody. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
I feel like Harry Styles would really like this. And I really do love the color pink. One thing I kept thinking is like, oh man, I wish that Randy would just go nuts with it. More lyrics, maybe something on the sole of the shoe, like maybe a spike here and there. At the same time, he is very put together. He is very tailored. Not only can I see a teenage girl wearing this, but I can also see boys who love his music and want to touch into that side of like, I'm a sensitive boy, like boys can wear pink, like rules don't matter. I can be tailored and pretty too, would wear this boot.
That's definitely what I was going for. Like, everyone can wear it, including MGK.
I loved what she did. The pink, I think, is very reminiscent of MGK, the anarchy symbol, the call out to Emo Girl, his song. I feel like there could be a little bit more metal just because that could amplify the punk rock feel. But overall, I feel like you nailed everything else on the head.
Thank you.
Randy, love your design. When you're creating merchandise for an artist, you have to like nail that branding, and you did that. You took like the white combat boot, the pink branding, you add that accent of the chain with the pearls, and then you have like the anarchy sign, like that keychain. And it just comes together like so nice. But echoing both of these ladies, I wish you would have gotten a little bit more punk rock. I wanted to see some more like studs or something to give it that really MGK element.
One of their critiques is that the design wasn't edgy enough. There's certainly other areas that I could have added more metal, but I really feel the restraint that I used on this design was the right thing.
Thank you so much, Randy. So Anthony, can you please tell us about what you made today?
I decided to go with a deconstructed cowboy holster puffed vest, kind of like taking an approach to like a DIY aspect. It's more like symbolism tied like to the tradition of punk rock and like the essence of what true musical anarchy is.
Do you think that you could put on the table for us to take a closer look at? Amazing. If there's one thing that I love, it's business in the front and a party in the back. I love that the back is short. It's one of my favorite things. Part of me was like, if you were gonna go full anarchy mode, that you would just like put paper on the floor and just like dump it, step on it, and like light it on fire and like spit on it. Like, you know what I mean? It's in your face. I think that you went for the couture design part of it and not the branding merch part of it. But I'd wear the out of it.
My thoughts here are that like you had the design concept like so strong, and maybe just time got the best of you, but you did include the elements of like the studs, paint splatter. I feel like all of that is like kind of punk, but I guess it doesn't feel like finished.
So I really loved the idea and the concept you came in with, and I love that you incorporated all of the metal elements, you added the anarchy sign, and I think it's like what you're saying, it's a deconstructed approach to anarchy. You know, you're not following any rules, you're really pushing the envelope. You're creating a vest completely from scratch. So I think that is a difficult feat, but MGK specifically has a little bit more of the pop side to him, and this is very punk rock. But overall, I think he did a great job creating the vest that doesn't seem to follow any rules.
Okay, so we've got a lot of rock and roll on this merch table, and we have a lot to talk about. So we're gonna take a second to discuss, and we will be in touch.
Winning Merch Masters would be really cool. It's kind of like a cool crown I could have on my head, and a level of experience as well.
Are you guys sure?
Yes.
I think so.
I really want to win this because I really just put it all out there. It would just be amazing to get that validation.
Randy, Anthony, thank you so much for letting us watch your process. We are so impressed with your work. Like, you really made art today.
So Anthony, you came in strong. You had this like grand vision, and we were on board with it, but I do think that time maybe just got the best of you. But like your creative process and like how you executed it was very inspiring to watch.
And Randy, I loved your approach from the keychain to the chains and the MGK signature. I do wish there was just a little bit more metal, but overall, I think you did a really great job.
Unfortunately, only one of you can walk away with the title of Merch Master and that $1,000 cash prize. The winner is Randy.
I cannot believe that I won. This is just so exciting. It's pretty surreal.
We all felt that this is something any MGK stan would like run to buy and obsess over.
I'm so excited to tell my family that I won. They're gonna be so excited, arguably more excited than me.
And Anthony, obviously you're an artist, and I just feel like as an artist, you're supposed to design within your vision and not for anybody else. That's really it, you know? Not for MGK. I feel like you are a different kind of rock and roll.
This experience was really fun, it was really challenging, and I had a blast.
Thanks so much for watching the show, and I will see you next time on MTV's Merch Masters.